How did Xtreme Gaming go from playing the TI Grand Finals just 2 months ago, nearly winning it all, to this, GGing out at minutes 17 and 20 in multiple games? Well, I looked at a lot of their games and I was quite shocked at their gameplay. Let me show you. Their team fighting is very poor. They are clearly not on the same page. XG are up like 2k gold. They have Pipe, Haste plus Aghanims on NothingToSay, and top net worth on Ame. They do lose Snapfire at the start, but they trade him for Sonic Wave, Wheel of Wonder, and the Pipe usage. The problems now stack up. Ame uses his healing ward outside of the fight, and he's going to TP incredibly late to the fight. NothingToSay walks over, but he takes forever to channel his epicenter. And if we look here, they don't communicate at all who they want to go on. They Ravage and Burrow Strike at the same time on different targets. Ame comes in super late and he only gets one hit with the Omni Slash. Ringmaster can't even save during Ravage because it would always clip him. If they play this fight properly, they would have at least cleaned up 1, 2, or maybe even 3 kills. Here, Ame is very close to Blink Dagger. It's about one more camp and he can buy his blink and then send it towards the fight. They have Pipe, Max Sunray, and every spell available. The problem is, for some reason, NothingToSay insta uses his Sonic Wave, even though FY can just save him on the Ringmaster. Nova then goes for the egg to refresh his Sunray. The problem they run into now is that they have no Sonic Wave, and even though FY has his whip cooling down here, he's just running in circles instead of protecting the egg. Ame also never TP'd during the entire fight, and he didn't send his blink towards the fight. So now he just joined them to die with them. Why? Just a few minutes later, they go for a really nice smoke. X-Nova, he finds a good path, uses the hoppity hop, and he gets a great high ground ward for his team. But look at how split they're going. XXS is on the completely opposite side. The first 4 shots of the Mortimer's Kisses are not on the same target that NothingToSay is jumping. They press Nullifier on the Enchantress, and in the meantime, Ame went to kill the mid-wave. So they are basically attacking 4 to 5 different targets in this fight. Even after these mistakes, Ame is still top net worth. They go for smoke, and they actually break on the center from the high ground. So they see him, but he doesn't see them. If here they just get a Blink Burrow Strike on the Centaur into an Omni Slash, he is straight up dead. Instead, they don't communicate. Ame blinks in alone. There's no stun, there's no dead in the water, there's nothing. Centaur gets to use his Stampede, his Lotus Orb, so Ame actually cannot use his Omni Slash anymore. They end up chasing, FY cookies in Ame, and he gets full blown up by the Chrono. NothingToSay actually ended this 38-minute game with a 0-7-0 score. This is not a normal score at all. The game at this moment is all about Roshan. XG, they know this, and that's why they even have a good position in the first place on the high ground. NothingToSay is currently pushing the bottom lane and he's waiting. XXS goes to the side and he gets to break the smoke into a 2-man hoof stomp and static storm. NothingToSay here, he TPs quite late, and for some reason, FY doesn't use his ult at all. He could shoot everyone and even cancel Leshrax's Blink Dagger. Instead, he cookies into 2 heroes and instantly dies. NothingToSay is also just waiting after he TP'd in. He could channel his epicenter way earlier, or here he could jump in and give a Sunder to Ame. This teamfight is incredibly disjointed by them. Now, let's get to the individual misplays. Let's start with Ame's unnecessary deaths into TPing to lane and dying again. Here are 3 different games as examples of this happening. He's Ursa versus Tide. His mistake here is that he shows his path in Lingering Vision. He's having a great game, but he has 1300 gold on his courier. That's his entire Treads and the Orb of Frost. Because he showed, Mouse scan him and they call Celery to TP. They kill Ame 1 versus 3, giving up first blood. He respawns, he's not yet level 6, and he goes too aggressive and he dies to the same 3 heroes again. In a different game, Ame is free farming on Lone Druid. He gets smoked on by the enemies, uses his ultimate, his team tries to TP and save him, but he still dies. The bigger issue comes now. He respawns, resummons his bear, and they want to bait him. His team is already smoking to him. All he has to do is to be patient. But he goes too aggressive on the enemies and he dies before his team even gets there. He forces X-Nova to TP even though they are already smoking here to make the play in the first place. Mind you, he also has his bear on cooldown even when he now respawns. He decides to go for a man fight 1v1 versus Storm. He loses it, he respawns, TPs to the offlane, and he dies again to completely different heroes. He now has 3 deaths by the minute 11 mark as a last pick Abaddon in an absolutely free Abaddon game. NothingToSay has been the biggest letdown for me, and I'm usually a big fan of his play. Here he is playing Shadow Fiend versus DK. This is a counter matchup in their decider match to qualify for Blast Chengdu. The way this whole scenario starts is just so strange. He's staying super close range while being double waved. Chiro Jr. on DK then just gets so much damage on him and runs him down even in his own tower. Dying 1v1 in this matchup is simply put just purely illegal. In this next scenario, he's a last pick Tinker versus Malreen's Dragon Knight. He manages again to find himself in another scenario where he gets purely solo killed. This cannot happen to a player of his caliber. I could show you guys more examples, but I think these 2 should be enough. Let's get some context for this teamfight. Nothing to say, he died prior. His team is still very strong. They have top net worth Ame and a pipe on XXS. After Nothing to Say respawns, he immediately uses his blink. This is a big mistake, and I'll get into it later. As he gets closer, OG have already used every single ultimate that they have, and they've lost Aegis. At this point, Ame still has Thunder. By the time he gets closer, if he had Dagger available, he could be patient, find a good echo, and angle his Fissure. Instead, look at this. He completely misses the Fissure on Natsumi's Aegis respawn, then he runs in, and now he fully whiffs the Echo Slam as well. The fight continues, and the only chance they have is to continue to play around Ame. But they find themselves in a situation where he throws a random Fissure on the Venomancer +5, and now OG can just fully commit on Ame another time. FY and NTS are camping the rune here, and they actually have a very nice setup to the play. The problem is that FY, he doesn't use his Blood Grenade, and Nothing to Say doesn't use his Magic Wand or Bottle to give himself mana to use Stinger. This is the only reason they don't end up getting this kill here on Saksa. They are sadly not on the same page or under stress, or maybe even both. X-Nova is destroying 33 here, who's creep skipping with super low HP, close to their tier 3 tower. Because it's close to minute 7, they have to think about the Wisdom Shrines. I understand that. But once they defend mid and make the choice to not defend their own Wisdom Shrine, because Ame will take Tundras, somebody has to TP here to X-Nova. This is freaking crazy. Nobody TPs, and it's actually Tundra who now get to kill X-Nova instead. Either FY or Nothing to Say could have easily TP'd here and killed this level 5 axe. Instead, NTS, he blasts all of his mana and his spells on the mid wave, and FY, he's just AFKing around the triangle. One very common thing I saw is that they rarely help Nothing to Say mid, which leads to him having worse and slower games. I also strongly think that this is connected to their choice of support heroes. Warlock Ringmaster are not a great combo at helping mid. Here, he just gets 1v3'd and dies without any help. Most of the time, the only early move they make is X-Nova going through the gate. They're currently missing a lot of movement from FY in their games. A lot of the early game generally lies on the position 4. In this example, they are playing versus Nature's Prophet and the minute 5 siege timing. You know that they will attack mid. This is not something you are allowed to be casual with. Look at their movement. They're not TPing, they're being very slow. In the current Dota, you will get heavily abused if you play like this and don't help your mid laner. This honestly doesn't look like them, and it makes me very sad. I'm a big fan of XG, and I'm a big fan of the Chinese Dota scene. They changed 2 players, so it's just natural that they need time. But their team fighting and some of their individual play, it really needs improvement. If we look at what Nothing to Say did in a lot of these games, it is not okay for a player at this level to be doing that. So he needs to step up. In my opinion, it's the same with FY. He did take a long break, so again, it's another player that needs some time. Ame to me seems to have a little bit of a disbalance. At TI, I thought he was one of the best carries, especially when it came to team fighting. XXS to me is the cornerstone of the team. I would say he has the best performances on average and nearly always has a good game for himself. X-Nova, he's an incredible player, very vocal, so I hope that he can also help them rile together because they seem like a fairly emotional team. So my conclusions would be that they need to shape up their individual play and really focus on their team fight. This used to be their absolute S tier weapon, and right now it's really not coming together. Thank you all for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye bye.